Alright. Let us continue our run of Dishonored 2. When we last left off, we were in the middle of Aramis Stilton's mansion trying to figure out what happened 3 years ago that caused Delilah to reemerge from the void and begin her campaign anew against the Caldwin family. So there's a rune over here, so I'm gonna want to go in there. I believe it's this really bad room, though.
Nothing of the sort. We're just renovating for Mr. Stilton.
His windows went out of style? These rich choppers drive me nuts.
Yoink. Where did you go? Where are you hiding? There you are.
How'd you get away so easily?
Oh, I got hit. It's unfortunate. Where are you, though? Where are you hiding? Come on, let us play. Let us play. Let us enjoy ourselves in glorious combat. You know, let's have fun. Aren't you having fun yet? I know I'm having a joyous time. A grand old time, as they might say in ye old-timey film. Ah, guards over yonder. But if I equipped the heart, where I want to go is over here. Ooh, I could use you. I'm running low on health elixirs. I might have to buy some more next time I go to the store. There's Keyhole Peak. Door is blocked. Is it blocked in the other time, though? Yeah, it's still blocked even in this time period. Oh, there are a lot of people over here. I know you're here. Oh. She's dead, Kelly. That's where she is in time. But the question is, which time was she dead? Oh, let's see. All I've got left in this period. Okay, there is a rune even in this time that I'm missing. That could be worth going for. But let's go with if I go to the past, let's crouch. Let's view. 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's someone here in this time period. How are you today, Kelly? Ooh, that was close.
What? If I see anything, I'll run. No. First, I'll yell, then.
There you go. Have a nappy poo. Have a nappy poo, boo. Lord knows you've earned it. Probably. I don't know. You could be a piece of shit for all I know. We're probably a piece of shit if we're at being, in all honesty, pretty sincere with ourselves. You're probably a poopy garbo human being. I probably can't shoot that, unfortunately. It's a shame because I would love to shoot that lock. Don't have any powers. I do have stun mines, though. Do I use the stun mine? Sure. Losers.
Come on! I don't have time for games.
Oh, but I thought you liked games. You certainly don't have to hide yourself from me. Take a nappy poo, boo. There you go. I think that takes care of most of the guards in this area. Oh, there's still one more. Don't worry. I see you. Take a vacation.
Easy if we could open the door a little closer. You sure the combination you saw doesn't work? I got a glimpse of Stilton's notebook last month, but he must have changed the combination since then. Damn.
I forgot how to sword fight. Aw, don't run, Nappy Poo. Come here. That's where I am. Sleep forever. Go long into that good night.
I need the combination to Stilton's study.
We could guess and check, or we could actually find the combination on the notebook, which we're going to have to do. As the guard was saying, the combination is written on Stilton's notebook, which is outside. We're probably going to go there next, in all honesty. Spiked grenade housing. This is 4-1, 4-2. Yeah. The guards are really dumb. Dumb guards. Dumb guards are fun guards, though. I wonder if in the ruined state... Oh, that's how I get over here. Nifty. I gotta find a spot to pop in.
What's the chest? Bet it's full of fancy clothes and exotic jewelry. I'd love to see the silver graphs they take here.
Sucker in the trap. I need to buy more stun mines. They're a really helpful tool. And there is my prize. Rune. Just as I wanted. Now I can open this and go into the present and open this as well. I could snap their necks, but I don't want them to sleep that long, just long enough for me to bail. 3 years is long enough, you think, right? Stun mines are good and strong. Now, I don't believe I have anything else to acquire in this time. What about the future? 1 bone charm and 1 rune. I gotta get these now, I think, because of the way time works. Alright, so where are you? Now, there must be a place I can pop into existence. Yeah, okay. So, should be a rune in this very rune. There we go. And what about this charm here? Oh, that's up there. We're gonna have to do a bit of platforming. Wait, where am I? Okay, what? Okay, okay. Oh. I wonder... Oh, damn it. Oh, I wonder if I can just actually just jump up there. Or gotta do some tricky Blazinski bullshit. Or I could just, like, not worry about it. That's also a possibility. gotta be able to get this without using powers, because there's a possibility of having a no power run, and B, this mission doesn't allow you to use powers. Oh, what if I just use this? Yeah. Okay, if I actually make the jump this time, I probably will be able to get up there. Ouch. I feel like that's definitely the right place. Just flutter on the execution a little bit. There we go. That's it. What are we supposed to do without the agility? And what does the heart say? Yeah, I still want it though, so that I have the traits going into New Game Plus in the theory when I come back to it, and I probably will come back to this game at some point in the future because I love it that much. And B, I just want to see if I can do it. Oh. Now we got the timepiece. We can do some warping. Should be able to just walk to the backyard and finish up the mission now. I mean, yeah, you're right. My build is basically cemented at this point, but I still want to, if not for nothing else, then at least to disenchant it for extra runes. Because I can use my whalebone to craft runes. Sometimes stumble off balance. Yeah, we'll... Oh, that's actually not a bad black bone charm. We'll equip solid landing. And we'll craft 2 runes. See, we have 6 runes we can spend. Charm crafting and agility is maxed out. Well, escape out of split faster if you're cornered. Yeah, well, we'll take those. The remaining 3. We'll boost up Domino, because that's always a good power. Yeah, we're at a point where we can just start upgrading shit, because I actually don't have any interest in strength, vitality, or any of this nonsense. I believe it's part of like the mystical nature of the world, where a lot of the not just the magic, but the technology is also based on whales because of the whale oil. It's just part of the world of Dishonored. It's not really like it's not really something that explains the thing that exists in this world as a fact, which is fine. I don't actually need them to explain it, and I kind of don't want them to. But I don't think there actually is an explanation in truth. Beyond that's just how this world functions. I really don't want to alert the guards with the pistol shot right now. So we're going to leave that nest to stew. Actually, no, that nest is going to go away in a moment anyway, because of what we're about to do. Wait, before I do this, I should have probably checked the present. for bone charms, which there are none, so... Great. There's Aramis Stilton.
Tonight is over. The Duke will have to trust me. I know his secrets too well. Or will that make me too dangerous to keep around?
And we will choke him out.
This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight.
So, basically, in the present reality that we know, Aramis Stilton joined the Duke at that ritual. And what he saw broke
By
him.
rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how?
So, what we did is we incapacitated him. And by incapacitating him, we have made it such that he won't be able to join that festivity. He essentially won't be able... He won't be able to see what broke his mind in the timeline that we're from. And as a result, he will be fine. Because the events that scarred him essentially never happened. And now the combination is 279.
It's the notebook.
And so by taking care of him, we've changed history in a very positive way.
Don't make me.
Hey, you! Come here!
Break your face.
Come at me then.
I'm going to call for help.
No, you're not. You're gonna choke.
Run, coward.
Oh. It's the way you want to play? Then take a nap. Someone could wake him up in theory, but no one did. So, by knocking him out before the ceremony begins, and rendering him unable to attend, we've saved his life, or at least his mind.
By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how?
So the present that we are now in is a present in which he never broke his mind, and where he was still able to fight for the people of the Dust District. So while the Duke still runs them hard, Aramis Stilton kind of mitigates his tyranny to some degree in the new timeline that we've created. And you'll see other ways in which this ripple in time has affected the present that we inhabit in the story. Yes, in the story. Because if you just look, for example, you'll see that this place in the present looks dramatically different if you just look through the lens. The void is still seeping through because the ritual did still happen. But this present reality is much more clean than it was in the past. Or in the previous present that existed before we made that change. So you'll notice in this room,
Things seem to be the worst here. The two times are overlapping now somehow.
yes, the times are essentially collapsed
Where's Stilton? I should
into a time compression.
because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
There is no destination because the two climbs have collapsed upon each other.
Understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions.
Ah, you see here, Flail, defined is, or Kelly, defined is to lose, and to lose is defined in Castle Oblivion. Here, this is more like Ultimecia from FF8 designed this space. This is where time compression happens. Where all of time is compressed into a single instance.
Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power. Catch you.
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
I didn't need to know that.
Return from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
And obviously here you see them practicing in a dark ritual to bring Delilah back to life. And that is her phylactery.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you.
Except you did when she lost her powers.
You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
I kind of wish that they would have made it so that she was looking at you or pointing at you.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
But it is cool that she is able to sense that you are watching from a different time or from the same time. That doesn't work as well if you're actually in present or in the past when that scene occurs. Wonder if there's anything the heart can pick up. Oh, there's a bone charm in the fixed reality. Deep grave. What does that do? Slight chance that gravehounds are destroyed upon spawning. Oh, that's a nice bonus, but what I really want is that whalebone. Bone charm crafting is easily the best skill in this entire game. But obviously, since this world is now fixed, all the people here are just staffers, and I can honestly just kind of waltz out since Aramis Stilton's house is fine.
Don't you work in another excavation site?
Oh, pickpocket.
Don't get any closer.
Okay, Dick. Okay. Asshole.
You had it covered.
Are you seriously following me? Fuck you, buddy. Holy shit. Good one, Kelly. Of course, I believe there are... Voidfall. Hey, you caught me before I got plunged into everlasting darkness.
Look around you. was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the wounds only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here.
That's some strong mana.
It is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
Can you imagine what kind of mana you could tap this island for? Like, blue, obviously, because it's an island, but possibly colorless. Probably a lot of colorless.
You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her.
Just like the liches of old.
It'll be easy.
Delilah is basically a lich now. Just FYI. That's how liches are created.
Won't ever have to do.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined.
It's not that hard to fathom, Emily. Not really. Not really. Like, Lovecraft was a lying sack of shit. This unknowable horror is actually quite knowable.
Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
And now, everything is fixed.
Apparently the family committee made a request. Too much dust was pissing down.
At least Stilton listens.
More than we can see from the branch shaft. Yeah, the Duke is rotten and it spreads out from there. But Airman Stilton is a good man.
Yay, everyone thinks Aaron Stolten's a good man because he is.
Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here.
Considering who you are, I don't know whether to feel honored that you recognize me or to yell at you for propping up the Duke while he's shitting all over Serkonos.
And who do you think I am?
I'm not stupid. Whether the newspapers and the posters in the street are right or wrong, I know who you are. And I hope you're here to end Luca Abella's tyranny. Either way, we haven't been...
To be fair, Emily deserves all the shit she gets
Sounds like
for her laziness.
No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy. Trust your judgment.
All right. I'll remember that.
Anyway, good luck. There's still a chance to make something new here in Karnaca. Something that serves everyone, not just some rapacious bastard with
Rapacious? Quite the word. I like the cut of your jib. And your vocabulary.
or even the mighty. Take from those who suffer.
Acrobat probably increases jump height. We'll climb series faster. Yeah, we're probably going to turn this into a 4 of. That's a good trait. Oh, we don't have enough to make one of 4 traits. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, because we we prevented Stilton from going insane in this timeline, the world is a visibly better place than it was otherwise. There's still dust, There's still guards, but the people here aren't suffering as visibly as they were before. Since Stilton is free to do as he does, the people are happier for it.
I've heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucia Pastor. She's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mines. Fewer hours for the children working down there, too.
Why does Pastor care in the first place? She isn't one of us. Never seen her carry a pick or a shovel.
There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident.
Whirlwind. Let's see what that does. So our attack speed's faster, which would be nice if I was a combatant. But I'll take the whalebone. It looks dreary, you're right, Kelly, but it was a lot drearier. Not even not even in the last stream, if you remember. It was extremely bleak place.
I bet things would be a lot worse without him running the mines.
And the workers here, like before they were basically destitute, now they're talking about how at least they have a fighting chance because Stilton's still here.
He wants the rent on time? Maybe I just won't pay.
But you're right, it is still a dreary place because Duke Luca Bell is still in
Maybe no one else will
charge.
even notice. But things have changed here for the better.
Likewise, when we meet Billy Lurk next, you'll see something interesting about her as well. Of course, I think you played this game, so you already know, but the viewers who were watching the VOD later, we'll keep that for now, and I'll probably trash it later.
Will keep consuming until someone puts an end to it. With each passing month, we feel more justified.
You're back. That was quick.
So as you can see before, where her eye was cut off and her arm was cut off, she is now perfectly fine because the battle that she lost those limbs in never happened because Stilton was there to intervene.
My final lesson, perhaps.
Sorry I couldn't take you to see Stilton myself. But I guess you found the place.
I'm not sure what justifies her having to deal with the faction still to get to Stilton in this reality, because the Stilton going mad was part of the justification for the default mission, but I'm sure there was some papering in the timelines.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
But yeah, we've essentially, by negating the fight that Billy Lurk lost her her arm and eye in, saved her. Assault non-lethal. You fucking better believe it was assault non-lethal. Saved Armor Stilton from seeing beyond the world. Found the rune in the flooded basement. Visited Armor Stilton's office in the altered present. Yeah, so we did a good thing. We did a really good thing today.
Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can feel it. This is my last night. Soon I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
I should keep throughout the game, Emily or Corvo, whoever you're playing as, will add diary entries to this journal based on what's happened. I should read these, but I never do. Because we have an objective to handle. And I don't think there's anything in this area anymore.
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes, I regret my affiliation with the young Duke, but his father and I were close. It was my hope that Luca would eventually grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos have very real consequences.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos. Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
You got that right, Sokolov.
It's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
Yeah. Populist uprising, go!
Are you ready for this?
I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.
Now that I've dirtied my hands, I understand what it means to be a lowly peasant. I mean, that's Stilton. This is Aramis Stilton, the guy we saved, the guy whose mind we just restored through our time-traveling shenanigans.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful here near the end of my
Surprised you didn't know that, Kelly. This is the very guy we went after in the Dust District to figure out what happened with Delilah. Since he's sane now, he's going to help us with the resistance.
Ready to visit the Duke?
All right, let's go.
Let's go into the Grand Palace. For the match of the millennium, Yugi versus Pegasus, right here.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden, but when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When
I
you're finished,
also
I'll pick you up in the skiff.
really appreciate Billy Lurk calling Emily out on her privilege as not only a wealthy person, but also literally the leader of the world, of the United Isles. Poor little Empress, leader of the free world, or leader of the civilized world, completely abdicating her responsibilities. The fact that she does get called on that is appreciative, even if they don't really get into details about what she actually did, if anything, as Empress. It's nice to hear people call her on that very real flaw that she has. But as for the mission itself, we have 2 objectives. The first is to deal with Duke Luca Abel in some way. At the end of this night, he cannot be allowed to hold power. The second objective is to somehow find the object that's holding Delilah's soul and extract it so that we can give it to Delilah and kill her once and for all. So that is our twofold objective here, is to complete both of those missions.
Help me if you can. You don't belong here any more than I do. You're a good one. You know, there's a place near here, in some rocks behind a fountain. People have always left offerings there. That's where I started having those odd dreams. I don't go there anymore, but you might want to check it out.
Alright. There's something up there, so...
See you sometime.
Let's reach far. Black Bone Charm. Invisible Thread. Far Reach renders you invisible during movement. Fuck yes. Mandatory must keep. Bye, Lucky Jam. No need. Yeah, we'll craft a rune. Emily didn't do anything in power. That's the problem, is that she was an absentee ruler. All she did was kind of tacitly support the people who were already in charge when she took office, and did nothing beyond that. So the bad people continued doing the bad people things, and she was essentially none the wiser, and she didn't bother even trying to figure out if she could do anything to help the people. She just decided, oh no, this is just what I want to do. I'm kind of lazy. That's her sin. Her sin is sloth. Which is odd, given someone who is athletic as she clearly is, but her sin is complete abdication of responsibility. It's sloth.
You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina. Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers, but no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Asleep inside, drunk, from what I remember. You've got until tomorrow to pay up.
Shut up.
A body? Here?
You're also going to sleep forever. Or at least until I'm out here. Hey, are those timepieces? Oh, never mind. They're not. They're just gears. But yeah, the thing that Emily is called out on routinely is neglect. While she was the ruler of essentially the entire world, she decided to do nothing, to kind of squander her leadership and let tyrants take charge in her absence. Which is why Abel still has power in the first place. Well, Batman's rich, and while Emily certainly is rich, she's not Batman because she's cut off from all of her resources. Where Batman's kind of biggest strength is that he has a lot of resources. Locked code required to open it. Its owner and his brother both know the code.
Oh no, you bastard!
Oh, there's a guard.
You're not supposed to be here. No way.
Good night. Good night, princess. She does have void powers, but that's not really Batman. Batman is not supernatural, he's technological. And again, she has stun mines. So maybe she is Batman. There is an outsider shrine over there. We're going to definitely want to hear what he has to say and take those runes from his possession. Let's see what the outsider has to say.
Here you are, back among your own people. The palace born and those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No? It never seemed to bother you before. Maybe it looks different up close. Maybe here it's harder to ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
So they foreshadow this really, like, they shadow this throughout the entire game. That in order to store Delilah's soul in this heart, that Emily's mom has to go away. They foreshadow that very heavily throughout the game, but as you'll see when we actually go through with it, she's going to be really surprised to learn this. In a way that even if you don't get the outsider shrines, she should still not be that shocked. But let's... Oh, what? Huh? That's weird. Yeah, we'll disable the carriages. Importantly, sleep toxin. No, not spring razors. Stun mines. Yeah, that's what I want. And a couple of elixirs is good. Nice prices too. I don't know what's.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Instant sleep dart. Always good to have.
Customers you deserve, I suppose.
See what else we have for our upgrades. I'm thinking sticky grenades. Chain lightning is a good trait to have. And we'll upgrade the crossbows. Reload speed. I actually don't think I have anything else that I want. So, we'll buy a rewire tool because why not?
I hope you'll think of me again.
But that's all we're gonna get from this black market, I think. Let's see what else is here.
Thinking of having a picnic soon on the back lawn.
Is there a way? Okay. Let's see what powers I have. Oh, whoops.
Road for you.
Whoops. Oh well. Have a nap. You deserve it. Probably. Let's see what powers I have. Because I got a couple of runes since last time. Yeah, we'll max out Domino, because that is an incredibly valuable ability. Pull objects and enemies. I might go for that next, because that's a really good upgrade for Far Reach. Isn't that the way? The moment you buy a ton of shit, you find copies of it for you. You just find in the world. Oh, I forget how much faster just crouching is to walking. Oh, runes in the other half of this building. Very interesting indeed. Let's use
Why is there a wall
Domino.
protecting the palace anyway? Who's going to attack a man?
I'm also surprised that I spent that long without Domino being maxed out. I figured that'd be something that I would definitely take advantage of a lot more. I guess I just didn't. But now I gotta figure out a way inside the room beneath me. There must be an entrance. Oh! Okay. That came out of nowhere. Whoops. Good autosave, though. Oh, I see what happened. That's what happened. You're what happened.
It ain't right coughing up black like that. You should mark your...
Oh, howlers. Choke on your own spit. There's gotta be a way up there. Oh, I think that's it.
Playing dice tonight. You in? Sure.
Yeah, I think that's actually just the way in. Holy shit, bloatflies. Disgusting vermin. Disgusting filth. I'll take you. Painting it down. But, once again, that link between runes, bone charms, and bloatflies, which is the sequel to drive-ins, diners, and dives. Now, let us begin. Well, I think the rail is actually fine now, but I would not like to be on ground level. Considering he has a rune, he's probably a follower of Dowd, or at least someone who admires him. There are people in this world who do treat Dowd almost like a hero, even though it's been a while since he's actually taken up that role, or his role as an assassin. Enduring allies. What does that mean? Summon doppelgangers last longer. Well, I'll take the whalebone anyway. I'm still glad I got strong arms my very first bone charm. That really helped speed up this game. Emily's back will never be the same after all this time she spent on her knees. Oh, I should have waited for him. But that's fine. Welcome to Flavor Town, boys. No, we should make a mod of this game where you play as Guy Fieri, but instead of knocking them out, you're just giving them this like amazing flavor. Call it the Flavor Town Punch. You and me, Kelly, we'll make it together. You and I. You with your programming expertise, and I with my ability to dictate orders. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Bit behind. The stream's a bit behind, so you'll catch up in a second. Bye. Let's get this bone charm and then move on to the main event. Shopkeeper's apartment key necessary. Oh yeah, we're not going to do that. We're instead going to just crawl in through the vent, baby. The rats were my clue that you could just shadow walk. With the rats there, the rats are there so that Corvo can possess and go through the vents. But Emily uses shadow walk to do that, so that was my clue that I could go in without getting the actual key. Oh, I need a combo. Don't tell me the bone charm is in that vault. Okay, it's not. That's good. Bone charm is on the bed. At least the link between rats and bone charms is still here. Oh, I hope you had a good nap. I hope it doesn't keep you awake tonight. I don't need that at all, so let's make whalebone out of you. Alright, now that we've gotten a collection of things here, I'm going to pop an Addermire. We're going to head to the Grand Palace. As a reminder, our objective is to deal with the corrupt tyrant Duke Luca Abel, one way or the other. And also to find the object that houses the archvillain Delilah's soul and extract her soul from it so that we can kill her. Oh, good night, Kelly. Have a good day. Enjoy your Overwatch session. Even though I'm kind of over that game, it's still I'm glad people are still having fun.
Better here than anywhere else, and we get to do the job how we see fit.
Don't worry, you're not going to be awake very long. Have a good one, Kelly. Domino is a very good power, befitting of an empress. Shut up. Oh, whoops, you are fucking dead. Oh no, we're gonna get you, we're gonna save you. You're still alive. Somehow. We saved him, fam. We could have drowned. But no, instead we were a hero. Even though we were the ones that endangered him in the first place, we're a hero. Alright, so every bone charm ruin left in this level is over there in the palace, so let's just get up there. We're just gonna... Oh, the carriage is out of commission, but we can still walk the railing. Collect Delilah's spirit.
No, not at all.
The palace. Maybe I can find another way to neutralize the Duke.
Decoy job. But he looks and acts just like the Duke. I can't tell them apart.
There are subtle differences.
All right. Assuming you can pick out Duke Luca, how...
Fall asleep. Domino is such an important part of Emily's repertoire. For those of you who don't know what I'm doing, the power I'm using called Domino allows me to link the fates of multiple people together such that what happens to one of them happens to them all.
Well, it is not me, I don't care. It's never any fun.
I'm not sure who's worse, the Duke or his body double. One's half likely to have you flogged for looking at him wrong. The other might just bore you to death.
Get back to Dunwall. I feel so bad. Haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
Choke. Oh, whoops. You are dead. You drowned. I was not fast enough. Sorry. Oh. Hi there.
Let's see. What was it?
Bye there. Now we're in. I could have easily taken the rooftops if I wanted to. Don't feed on the corpses, ratties. Don't feed. I don't want to kill them. Oh yeah, there's Delilah's soul right there. The heart shows it to me. So we're gonna try to deal with the Duke non-lethally if possible, because that's the run we're going on. That's what I've decided in my heart. Oh, Clockwork Soldiers are here.
The old woman living in the alley behind my apartment died. A body? Here?
What?
Well, that could have gone better. Could have gone on worse. How are you doing today, Chris? Oh. Too exposed. Clock. Oh. Who sees me?
Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful.
Oh, there's a ton of goodies right around here. Let's see.
Whatever you've been warned.
Choke.
Leave me alone.
Nope. You aren't reloading anybody, girly. Shadow Embrace. And that does... Shadow Walk lasts slightly longer, which would be a valuable power if I use Shadow Walk very often. But I mostly use it just to get through vents, so... Whale of Own. What is that? That noise.
Why should I trust someone who...
You shouldn't.
Understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
No, you're not. Oh, that got back quickly. Holy shit. Should have dealt with the guards first. That was my error. That was my error. Alright. Well, this is a pretty good checkpoint.
I don't recognize you.
Good to me. You saw something?
Be on your way now.
Let's link the last fate.
Hide their faces unless they're up to something. Hey, who is?
And bye, Felicia.
You've made your bed and have to lie in it. I don't make my bed. Never. Leave me alone! I don't even like to hear them talk. They're called lower class priests.
Bourgeoisie fuck. Get choked. Oh, nothing beats choking out rich folk. Nothing beats choking out rich folk. All right. No idea what that was. You won't die.
Who's this? Hey, who are you? Stop! I see collect this bounty.
Well.
Won't get anywhere. Let's finish it. You won't get away. I know you're here somewhere.
Alright, so that went poorly.
What happened here?
Found anything yet? Nothing. Come on, show yourself. Look everywhere.
Interesting. That's quite a pull.
This time I'll get you.
No, you're not gonna get anything. That never gets old. If memory serves, there's one more of you. I don't recognize Negan from The Walking Dead. Like, I obviously not recognize Walking Dead, but I don't know who that character is. I would definitely love to let you be conscious, but I can't risk you exposing me.
It's not about merit. The inner circle is packed with the Duke's
Alright, deals with the arc pylon. And bye, Felicia. And let us disable the alarm. This bone charm, bird of prey, what does it do? Foundation store some health. We don't drop assassinate, so become whalebone. Yeah, but that's interesting. Anna Williams, that's Nina's sister, right? They have a history. I'm glad that game's getting a season 2. Tekken deserves it. I need to play that more often, really. Oh.
Playback for detection registered. At this point, the password is scouting.
Someone protect me!
Alright, and... choke on your own spit. The other guard. Now we'll just link you, though. Expedite the process.
Should we take our guests out for mush?
Money. Need more money. Acquire currency. From the wealthy. I'm just really glad Tekken's doing well, because it's been a great example of how you should handle fighting games in the year of our Lord 2018, considering both Street Fighter V and Blaze Blue Cross Battle were so shitty with their business practices. It's just nice to have a game comes out with a robust cast in the general sense. So, what's the combo? Yeah, we'll take the stun mine. Whew. And we have our choice of armaments here. We're gonna make sure these guys don't wake up by choking them out. In case they decide to wake up and start attacking people, we want to make sure they don't have that option. Yeah. Normally you could leave guards like this who are sleeping alone, but it's far better to choke them out, just so you know. They have no chance of waking up, whereas if they're just sleeping, they could still wake up if you make a loud noise. There's a big difference there that you don't really notice until you've had it happen to you. There's a rune in there. Shit, I might need to get that combination at some point then, if I can. If not, there'll be more runs where I can get more runes. My build is basically locked in at this point, so I'm not too broken up if I don't get access to something. And there's always New Game Plus. Oh! Hi, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Oh, is she now? We'll see about that. I like how deliberately ostentatious and opulent this this area is, because it really does show off how greedy the Duke is. How he spent all this money that wasn't his on this really grandiose display of wealth. Like, this is his abode. Like, the money he stole from the people he rules was used to make this honestly kind of gaudy living space just so that he could brag that he had the biggest house in the yard. It shows you, it tells you so much about him just without actually saying anything. Just this is what he considers to be important in life, is just a big ass house, and that's it.
It seems the Duke has some of the Jindosh clockwork soldiers.
I really like the unspoken storytelling in that. Or the subtle storytelling in that design choice to make this place deliberately opulent, so opulent that it dwarfs the previous palace which he lived in and had destroyed so he could build this. I like the statement that makes, even if it's it just shows you how much of a shitty person he is. Because while everyone else is out doing their best just to stay alive, he's sitting here in this house, this disgustingly large house, having orgies night and day. Yeah, also, hi, Knight. Basically that. It's a good way of putting it. Oh. Hi, guard. Bye, Felicia. Oh, no. I actually am the one that went by. Whoops. Hopefully I got a good checkpoint somewhere. Oh. This is actually a pretty shitty checkpoint. Fuck you, game. You say I don't have to... Oh my god, this is the first time I've been here. Oh, wow. You're really blind. Yeah, that's the other big thing, is that he destroyed literally his old family home just to build this bigger, more disgusting fuck you to the people of Karnaka. Yeah, exactly. Like, very much like Emily, Duke Abel abdicated responsibility to his people, but unlike Emily, he did it consciously, and he has no desire to make it right.
At this point, the clockwork is scouting.
Seems the Duke has some of the Jindosh clockwork soldiers.
I hate far reach so much. Choke.
Something feels wrong.
Domino was so good. All right, making progress.
He says, keep alert. And I says, I am alert. I've been alert. He says, yeah, but this time I really mean it.
All right. Crop bone charm on the floor above us. was just...
Been warned. I'm going to call for help.
I'm sure you are. Not sure I care, though.
Good riddance. What? I don't recognize you.
Yeah, as you say, Hyde, this whole palace is basically a big betrayal of the very people that he is sworn to protect. It's a show not only that he is superior to them, but that he doesn't care about them. In so many words. Basically, fuck you, I got mine, but in a less eloquent way.
I closed my locker before coming out. Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jet.
What are you doing? Oh, I can't take that because it's already been used. How you doing today, Hyde Knight? My name on her lips. I like that Delilah's tight, like where Sokolov, when he makes a painting, his paintings always kind of have like direct titles about the subject, like Dowd and like some emotion that Dowd is feeling. Delilah's paintings tend to have a more flowery description befitting her more not regal, but refined is also not the right word. I guess ostentatious would again be the right word to describe it, like the ostentatious personality where it's not enough for her to just say, "Oh, this is a painting." It's gotta describe in vivid detail the emotions that she's trying to convey. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty good.
Now's not the time for a nap.
What? Who are you? Stop!
Later I'll be laughing over rum about how you died.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
Being put up on the scale like some prize bull each week, told to gain a pound or two to keep up with the good Duke.
Oh, you're probably the body double, but let's have a chat.
No offer to bow or kiss my hand.
I could say the same.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
Listen, I think you're the Duke's body double. You can't have any love for the man. I'm here to end his rule, and I have an idea you should hear.
All right, you've figured it out. But if you're not here to assassinate the Duke, what do you want?
It occurs to me that you might make a more agreeable Duke than Luca Abel. If I wanted to depose him without having to slit his throat, do you think you could convince people that you're the Duke?
That's bold, I have to admit it's crossed my mind. If people believed that I was actually Duke Abel, and that he was the political decoy, we could have him committed for lunacy. We could convince everyone that the Double's finally lost his mind, and believes he's the Duke. I've spent years perfecting my performance. But there's a catch. He's got a medallion that I need. Even if I sound convincing, which should be the easy part, his Grand Guard officers will ask to see the medallion as proof. Luca never puts it aside.
All right. It shouldn't take me long. Once it's done, I'll be leaving the city. Soon after, I'll send instructions from Dunwall, and I'll expect a great deal of flexibility and cooperation on your part.
I knew it was the double.
Back from the edge of the cliff.
Because I'll play when the conversation over.
I'd like that.
but I'll guide Serkonis in the ways I see fit for the people here, not as the hand-chosen puppet of your empire. If you agree with that, just render the Duke unconscious and bring him to his chambers. I'll handle the rest.
I knew he was the Duke because I was listening to the conversation he was having, or his barks, and his barks said that he was trying to gain weight to match the Duke, how much weight the Duke himself has been gaining. So obviously, if he's talking about gaining weight to match the real Duke, he can't be the real Duke. Therefore, he must be the body double. For people who haven't been tuning in so far, the non-lethal takedown for Duke Luca Abel, because every target in this game can be taken out without actually shedding their blood. The non-lethal takedown for Duke Luca Abel is to have him committed for lunacy and replace him with his body double, who looks and sounds exactly like him. And now that we've found out who the body double is, we can go and hunt for the real, genuine Duke Luca Abel, knock him out, and then bring him to his room so that his body double can take his place. Now, the actual reason I went to that room in the first place was for this Kratz Bone Charm, so let's just go with that right away. I'm probably going to just use it for parts, but we'll see if it's a good one. A keeper. High pressure. What does high pressure do? Grenades, oil tanks, for more damage, that's more blast radius. Well, that matters not to me. I'm going to use that to make whalebone. So the where each person, the body double and the Duke, is located is randomized each game. So you can go to the same place, you might not find anyone, or you might find different either Duke or body double depending on where you're located. But considering I've already explored most of this palace, odds are the Duke is located in his own room. So we're just gonna go to Duke Luca Abel's chambers, because just by process of elimination, he's probably here. Yeah, there's a guard, so he probably is in his chambers right now. Oh no, that's Domino. I want too far. No, that's not a good place to far reach. Maybe I will actually Domino. Oh, shit. Sleep. Well, there's the real Duke.
Paperwork. What's the point of being my father's?
This opens the Duke's vault.
And now that he is knocked out, let's just open this back way. Thanks to my bone charms, it's actually faster to keep crouching than it is to walk. Let's see if there's anything here worth robbing. I could use a health potion. And whalebone's always nice. I might be able to make another ruin with that extra whalebone. No, we'll keep far reach.
I'll hide in.
And now it's time for the bodyguard to do his thing, or the body double to do his thing.
That's it then. Now it's up to me. I'll take the medallion and call them.
I'll be watching. Break a leg.
Don't worry. I've spent years mimicking this asshole.
You're a great guy. I love it.
Captain Almeida, come at once to my chambers. There's a problem. Quick, hide up there.
I love this scene.
Yes, Captain. Please arrest this clown. Seems that he took his role a little too seriously. Get your hands off me. He served me well for years. We'll never find anyone else who so bears my resemblance. Take him away, Captain, but be gentle.
I think I understand, Your Eminence. We'll handle it.
What? This is outrageous.
Great.
Skinned alive and set in a salt bath. If only there was something we could do for him. I suppose all those years pretending he was me, that eventually took its toll. No! Stop! I am the Duke of Serkonos! You can't do this!
Fuck you, rich boy.
Dr. Hypatia at Adamire will know what to do with the poor man.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Pretty sure those guards spawn in, though, which is unfortunate. But we have now non-lethally dealt with Duke Luca Abel and installed a new ruler who should be much more generous to the people of Serkonos.
I'm still trying to get my head around this. It's incredible.
The good Duke has been deposed. Non-violently, of course. Eat shit, get bit. That handles all of you clowns. Idiot. I'm out of sleep darts, but that's not really a big deal at this point. I think I've dealt with most of the guards in the area. But before we go look for Delilah's soul, let us give a rousing speech to our people.
People of Karnaca, this is your rightful ruler, Empress Emily Drexel Leela Caldwin. I came here to Karnaca, the jewel of the south, with one purpose in mind. To set things right with the Duke of Serkonos, Luca Abel, who has of late been deceived by the pretender to my throne, Delilah Copperspoon. Duke Abel and I are old friends, and at his heart, he is a loyal ally and servant to the Empire. I am your Empress, but my father is Serkonan, and your blood flows through my veins. I will leave you now and return to Dunwall, but know this. We have parlayed, and the Duke now understands the crisis in full. My hope is to restore my throne in Dunwall with haste. I bid you farewell, and ask you to maintain your faith and loyalty. I will address you again soon.
That speech changes depending on whether you've already taken care of Duke Luca Abel, whether you've done so lethally or non-lethally. Like that, there's actually a lot of variables to that speech. Also, what character you're playing as changes how that speech is made. So that's really cool. How many different versions of there are of that one scene. Now, there are two things I want to do. I want to find Delilah's soul. I also want to go back to that officer's office and restock on supplies. Where are you going? Shouldn't have been there. Alright, now... just one sleep dart? That's all that's here? Oh, I guess that wasn't worth it. Oh well. Now, let's see... do I have a map of this palace? Grand Palace. Dining room, which means the pantry is probably not too far from the dining room. I'm looking for the pantry. This is a very complex floor plan. Louis Bell's office, private garden, Duke Bell's chamber. Because Aramis Stilton gave me the advice that, I don't know, fuck the pantry, I'll just go the other way. It's not a big deal.
Huh. Who's that? Hey, where do you think? How did you do that? What's happening now?
Coil. Combat Protocol 8.
Well, that was a disaster.
Executed.
Guess we are going to go the less direct route. Hopefully that speech is already made. Oh yeah, better checkpoint than that. Let's actually pop a mana potion. Where is the pantry? The vault is there, and the secret entrance cannot be far from that place. It's probably on this side of the house then. I still gotta go out there to find that missing rune and bone charm, so... let's approach from a more stealthy vantage point. Down you go. That deals with one problem. We're going to just fix that there.
Displays. Check central rotor.
All right. Where does that lead to? That's an arc pylon. The power source isn't anywhere.
Take this opportunity to back charge second coil.
I'm gonna have to move quickly.
Let's see.
Not fast enough. Wonder if there's a rewire panel that's closer that I can use.
Let's see what Duke of Bell keeps hidden.
Yeah, that's not gonna, that's a no-go. I've done this before. Wonder.
Running search protocol.
Let's see what Duke of Bell
There
keeps
we
hidden
go.
away in here.
That was fast enough.
This must be the Duke's vault.
And now we can get inside.
Extending exploration of the area. Unauthorized presence.
Stun mines really do deal with the clockwork soldiers really effectively. I might go shopping before I return to the dreadful whale, though, so I can restore my supplies.
This is the thing Ashworth made to hold Delilah's spirit.
And now we're going to accomplish the second part of the mission and steal Delilah's soul back by dismissing Emily's mother from the heart.
Only then will we be able to trap Delilah's spirit.
I don't know how I can do this. You were all I ever wanted.
I stayed as long as I could, trying to guide you. The world is better for your influence.
Be at peace, Mother. I will honor you, always.
I love you. And this is the final thought I carry into the past.
Goodbye, Emily's mom that we knew for exactly 10 minutes total combined throughout both games.
So it's done. Now to take Delilah's soul back to her.
Hey, Chris. Welcome back.
The heart of my half-sister, only the flesh remains.
Maybe Delilah's spirit was holding it together.
The other thing I really enjoy about this new heart
Jessamine is gone at last, faded into nothing.
is that Delilah's soul has her own barks separate from the old heart.
You will never gain back what you lost here.
She spends the entire time insulting you, which, you know, some people can find that annoying, but I think it's a really cool touch. See if there's anything else I can loot here in this vault before I go. Like a painting or anything. Not missing anything. Okay. Oh, we got a plan? Folded Galvani resin.
Delilah Copperspoon.
Void armor. Now what does that do? Abortion is objective for man. Actually, that's a bad power. I'm gonna sacrifice that charm. We're gonna actually craft a rune while we're here. Do I have any rune enough for any powers? Let's spend it on the pool objects upgrade. Looks like there's two runes I'm gonna forever miss, but I'm not really.
Whoa! What was that? Wait here. Just checking something. Blood flies, maybe?
I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place, just in case. Holy shit!
You're right. Delilah would be doing nothing but insulting you since she is the big bad of the game. So I talked about it before in previous streams, but one of the things that disappoints me most about Dishonored is they really don't talk enough about the similarities and differences between Delilah and Emily, because there's actually a lot there. Both of them are essentially illegitimate heirs to the throne. Delilah's mother was a poor girl, whereas Emily's father was Corvo, and both of them aren't of royal descent. Both of them are essentially royal bastards. I mean, not in the literal sense, not in the figurative sense that people use that word in. But whereas Delilah's father, the Emperor, kind of abandoned her at a young age. This Empress Jessamine was a much more benevolent mother to her daughter Emily. So, where Delilah became a bit of a bitch, or kind of a benevolent witch, Emily became a much more sociable. She was essentially a lazy, but otherwise, like, not malicious leader. Her sin wasn't wrath, it was sloth. I wonder if she actually loved the Duke, Luca Abel, or if she was just using him for her schemes, because she tells Brianna Ashworth the same thing. I love you, I won't abandon you. But Brianna Ashworth gets discarded as soon as she loses her witch powers. Delilah no longer talks to her afterwards because she, quote, can't bear to see her like that, when in actuality it feels more like, oh, you no longer have a use for me. I don't have any reason to talk to you anymore. Oh, I guess we're going to have the Shadow Walk. Now, where is the vent? I think the vent... Where was the vent to this area? I could just go through the front door. Where's the... Nah, we'll just go for the front door. To save power. But they're very similar. In fact, that's where the whole thing with Copper Spoon comes from. Whereas most wealthy people are said to have been born with a silver spoon in their mouth, Delilah was born with a copper spoon in her mouth because she was kind of... She's technically an empress by birth, but effectively she's just a pauper like anyone else. Let me wait for this man to regen. There, now we'll go through. Right, but again, she says that same "I can't bear separated from you" with Brianna Ashworth. So it's unclear whether that's genuine love or just kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, I was using you and now I no longer have a need of you kind of thing. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I hate far reach. There we go. Actually, before we go back, let's take a visit to the black market. Oh no, there's a black market in the beginning of the next chapter, so why bother? Let's just get out of here. I suppose. Maybe she did have affection for him, but then that would be strange because, in theory, Delilah should hate anyone who has more power than she does. Maybe she likes him because, just because... Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. You don't have to come back here. You just have... There is a place you can go right outside where Billy Lurk is picking you up. You don't have to actually come back to the first area. I keep forgetting that. I do that every time I do this mission without fail. Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered that. The boat beside the palace. Every time I do this mission, I forget that detail. Every single time. I don't know why. Maybe I need to start playing with the HUD elements on. Too late, Hyde. Told me that after I'd already made my mistake. But not a big deal. Salvageable. Just gotta take a bit of a sprint. But I find it interesting how the big difference between Emily and Delilah is just how much their parents treated, how well / badly their parents treated them. And there could be a lot there, but they don't really go into it with a lot more than surface level detail, which is kind of disappointing. Because they could do a lot more with that plot than they do. So...
There. Now to wait.
And here comes Belly Lurk. That's really the big problem with Dishonored as a whole, is that they don't really go into a lot of the deeper details that you want them to go into when it comes to their lore and their story. Like, there's nothing technically wrong with the story. It all makes sense. It's just, they could do more and they don't. And yeah, we're about to wrap up, but good night, Chris. Take care. We're gonna, once we finish out this mission, I'm also gonna wrap up for the night. Oh, I actually have to make a trip.
So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
From now on, the Duke will be guided by better stars.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
Yes, at long last. To take back the throne, and find a way to save my father.
Ready, then?
Alright.
Let's set out.
And...
As you want.
Yeah, that's it. We have deposed Duke Luca Abel and placed him with a more benevolent ruler. And next time, we will, once I get control of the game again, next time we will finally defeat Delilah once and for all.
I grew up with this broken skyline, the muted colors and the way the light falls. It's Dunwall, but it's not. Have I changed, or does everything just look different when you're not wearing a crown? Whatever grand scheme you've got underway now, Delilah, you were smart when you stole this place from me. You knew who among my people to corrupt, and you took away my strongest ally, my father. But you didn't know me. You only saw a sheltered princess. You never thought I'd fight back. You don't know me, Delilah, but you will.
Next time on Dishonored 2. Alright, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Hyde Knight, for coming out. Take care. I appreciate anyone who watched even a minute of my streams.